When you've been married to someone for over 40 years, you've got to be able to have a laugh with each other, and you've got to know just what you can get away with. So when my wife walked through the living room the other day, I thought, I know, I'll get down behind the settee, and when she comes back and sits down, I'll jump out and scare her. It'll be a right laugh. I looked at the space between the settee and the bookshelves and thought, that's going to be awkward to get down there, and I might have to be on my knees for quite a while, and I find that quite painful these days. Will I be able to get up quick enough to make a jump? I weighed it all up for a few seconds and went and sat down in the armchair. That's getting old. The mind is willing. This is a poem about getting old. It's called Why Am I Not Like Harrison Ford? For me, getting old is the strangest thing. You finally understand who you are, but rage against the machine you've become. It happens to be a circus clown's car. Bits of your bodywork keep falling off, and your shaft starts acting a bit cranky. Your wipers don't clear the screen anymore, and your horn's like a honk in a hanky. I thought I'd be just like Harrison Ford, 66 years old, still moves with aplomb in the kingdom of the Crystal Skull film. He even survived a nuclear bomb. 66 years old, and watch the guy go. Daring do, diving and dealing with dread, swinging from cables and jumping from jeeps, not just a bit part in The Walking Dead. You've seen The Road to Homo Sapiens, our march of progress from ape through to man. Well, that could be me rising from a chair, straightening up to the best that I can. All this with a grunt, creak and crack soundtrack. Progress takes the piss out of progression, gives new meaning to the ascent of man as I slowly rise to the occasion. I think back to when movement of my joints wasn't something that merited concern. The slightest thing, like a jump out of bed, now means I'm constantly needing to learn. Like when you volunteer to do something, any zeal is left lying in ashes, as bit by bit you remember you're old, your arthritis, but mostly your glasses. Having to squint at this year's calendar is my only 2020 vision. Whoever thought I'd be on first name terms with my friendly dispensing optician? I need glasses to look for my readers, which more than often are sat on my head. They're always not there just when I need them, like when instructions have need to be read. Soft shoe shuffle takes on a new meaning. I've even looked at those with the zippers. But when it comes to discerning footwear, it's hard to beat your old pair of slippers. With feet refashioned by bunions and corns, and soles increased in surface area, my shoes aren't designed in Italy now, but by some doctors in Bavaria. My teeth, like those young men, have all gone west. The few that's left have circled the wagons. The dentist daren't venture inside my mouth, like he's seen on a map, here be dragons. So I'm slurping through a surfeit of soup, losing the pounds and tightening my belt. It's been years since I enjoyed a rare steak. I'm now vegetarian by default. I recall my first ever first aid box, made from an old tin of Scottish shortbread, barely room for aspirin, plasters, and a thermometer you stuck to your head. Now it's a medicine chest of drawers, full of things you purchased through the Cold War. Out-of-date ointments, eye baths, support hose, and a dental plate you never once wore. And I've finally got to the age that My insurance allows a sporty car. I've lost the confidence to drive it fast. There's no rush to head for the last hurrah. And as for getting in and out of it, I have to put my hands on the pavement. So I swapped it for a Honda Civic, which saves money, to no one's amazement. Concerning sex and the over 60s, it's all still there, love, desire and passion, but what once was a firework blast now leaves the building in an orderly fashion. And beware making love in the bathroom. The HSE are the experts to call. They'll provide your own risk assessment plan and laminate and frame it on the wall. The references I use make no sense to anyone who might be thought youngish, like, "Who do you think you are, Sterling Moss?" to someone who's going a bit sharpish. A racer who retired when I was 8 is the exemplar for my argument. You wait for them Googling it down the street and listen out for, "Oh, that's what he meant." I still like to go to the pictures. Yes, that's the moving ones to which I pertain. I've just stopped referring to the wireless. Now I'm told I have to use it again. There's more hair grows on my eyebrows and ears than will ever again grow on my head. And the number of things a cup of tea can beat is probably best left unsaid. I'm hoping to grow old, and rest assured I'll be raging against any dim light. And I've absolutely no intention of gently going into that good night. And neither will I be wearing purple. Not that there is anything wrong with that, but what might look fine on Jenny Joseph will end up making me look like a bit of a show-off.